What's going on, guys? It is Sunday. Happy Sunday. Man, I'm bringing you what Joe Rogan missed. As you know, he doesn't make videos on the weekends. He's a little bit backlogged when it comes to his actual episodes that he puts out. So you're not going to hear about him talking about this for at least, I would say, up until the end of the week. Perhaps, maybe even longer. But Elon Musk has formed his own party. It is registered. I'll show you that in a second, but listen to this.
Tonight, on the heels of President Trump signing his massive domestic policy bill into law, his former close ally, Elon Musk, announcing the formation of a new political party. Musk, the world's richest person, taking to his social media site X to say, "We live in a one-party system, not a democracy. Today, the America Party is formed to give you back your freedom." Musk, who was President Trump's top campaign donor, has been feuding with the president over the so-called One Big Beautiful Bill, which the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office says will add more than $3 trillion to the national debt over the next 10 years. Musk has referred to the legislation as a debt slavery bill and had been teasing a new political party for days. The Tesla CEO did not respond to questions from NBC News seeking clarity about today's announcement.
The stock market's at an all-time high.
For his part, President Trump has been celebrating the bill. The legislation extends the tax cuts from his first term, reduces taxes on tips and overtime pay, and provides funds for his immigration priorities. It also makes some of the biggest cuts in history to social safety net programs like Medicare.
Obviously, this is NBC. It's no tax on tips and overtime pay. Yeah. I like how they just throw that in. It just reduces it. He didn't do that, you know.
Medicaid and food assistance. In Missouri, Kimberly Gallagher is worried about how the bill's new work requirements could affect her and her son's access to Medicaid. Her son Daniel has a rare genetic disorder and autism, and she is his primary caregiver.
Medicaid is in every facet of our life. It's not just medical, it's financial, it's care. And to lose any of those parts would drastically change our lives.
Yamiche is traveling with the president tonight. Yamiche, going back to Elon Musk's announcement of a new political party, what could his approach be here?
Well, Jose, we should note it's not clear at this point if Elon Musk has officially filed paperwork to start the America Party, but he has said that a new party could target just a handful.
You're late, lady. He has filed the paperwork. Get out of here. Let me just show you guys the paperwork. This is the paperwork. He has actually done this. I believe this address is the same as what he has Tesla and SpaceX under, I'm pretty sure. But this is him filing the paperwork. As you see there, the treasurer is someone named Vyacheslav Taneja. This gentleman is originally from India. Never heard of this guy. I'm sure he's just a business associate of Elon Musk's through his other companies, but he is the treasurer. There is no affiliated, let me just see here, no affiliated communities, committees or organizations, bank or depositories, Bank of America. So it's pretty basic. And I know a lot of people, you never even see this stuff. Candidate name. Elon Reeve? I assume that's his full name. What's his Reeves is his middle name? Huh, I wonder. That's interesting. But again, paperwork seems pretty just, basic, but it is filed. This is real. This is happening right now. This has happened. It was in direct response to Trump signing that bill into law. Elon Musk did say in a tweet, if that bill goes into law, I will form the party the next day. He stayed true to his word. I honestly didn't think he'd actually do it. I thought it was an idea that he'd tease around and he'd have polls and this and that, but he has actually done it. Do you think this is going to be good for America? Now, I'll second that or follow that up with, do you think it's going to be good for Trump's administration? Do you think it's going to be good for Republicans? Or is this going to benefit the Democrats? You let me know in the comment section. I think there is going to be benefits to the Democrats. I think right now the Republicans are in such a position that they don't need any help from a third party. and they won't get any help from a third party. This is only going to hurt them. And Elon Musk is doing it solely because he doesn't like a couple of things that Trump has in the bill. I honestly think this is, I don't want to say childish. I think vindictive is possibly the right word. Now, again, he's doing what he feels is right. So, kudos to him taking the initiative. But I don't think this was the right thing to do. I think sitting down with Trump, figuring out how to cut more money from the national debt, I think that would have been the way to go. But instead, he goes this way. And it is adding $3 trillion to the national debt. Let's be honest about that. But also, you have to factor in the fact that Trump has brought in around $3 trillion into the American economy, as well as jobs, as well as a reduction in taxes. So as much as there is some bad things that I've called out in the bill, like the whole AI thing, which I think may have been removed, but possibly not. So AI companies can't be reeled in by state level law. It's only federal law that can kind of reel them in and give them safeguards and whatnot. I think that's the only thing I had an issue with, to be honest. And at the end of the day, Elon Musk is doing it. So I don't know where we're going to be at. These are the images that are circling on X currently. This is the stuff that's popping up from Elon's advocates all over X. They're acting like it's a very amazing thing. I really don't know if it is. Former Doge chief Elon Musk launching a third party, the American Party, after Trump signs historical spending bill that he vocally opposed. This is Elon Musk by a factor of 2-1. You want a new political party. This is in response to a poll that he put out, and you shall have it. When it comes to bankrupting our country with waste and graft, we will live in a one-party system, not a democracy. Or we live in a one-party system, not a democracy. Today, the America Party is formed to give you back your freedom. Sounds well and good. Again, this is the poll that he put out. Yeah, you have to remember this poll. You can see that if you just go to right here, 1.2 million votes. Final results. Elon Musk saying, hey, but like we also know this from listening to Joe Rogan, that a lot of people on X are bots. Even Elon Musk has admitted that. Twitter, when it was selling to Elon Musk, was saying that there's about 5%. Elon Musk said there's way more. There have been reports that it could be up to 50, 60, 70%. Now, I'm not going to say that all these votes are bots, but I will say that there's no chance that all these votes, there's no chance, none, that all these votes are from American citizens. There's no chance of that. There are so many accounts just acting like they're super, you'll see like ultra this and that, American flag and eagles and stuff, and they're just someone who's engagement farming for money, and they just know that America's the market to tap into. So usually it's a guy from like India or somewhere else, you know what I mean? So there's no way 2.1 million or 1.2 million people were all American citizens. Just think about that. Let's move on. This image is circling around. Elon, Uncle Elon there. We want you for the Party of America. He actually reposted this. So this is something that's happening. This is what their focus will be: reduce debt, responsible spending only, modernize military with AI robotics. He could not help himself. Here's the thing. Say what you want, okay? Maybe Elon's sitting there saying, listen, take away my subsidies, do this, do that. I don't care. No EV mandates. But when you tell me that's going to be one of your focuses, you're making money. He already has a timeline of Neuralink intersecting with AI by 2028. He's already in an AI company. He already has a robotics company. What are we talking about here? Come on, man. Pro-tech to accelerate to win in AI. That's the AI arms race that's currently going on within the world. Less regulation across the board, but especially in energy, free speech, pro-natalism, centrist policies everywhere else. Are you down for this? This is Uncle Elon. We want you for the Party of America. And are you down for that? Does that sound good to you? Elon Musk also posted this when someone said this: America Party could soak up a lot of existing Dem base that feel politically homeless. That's true. That's true. That could happen. But it's also going to do the same thing on the right. You know what I mean? It's going to do a lot of that. A lot of people who were upset with the recent strikes that happened in the Middle East and all sorts of stuff like that, they might feel a little homeless as well. And now that he brings this up, they might migrate over to his party as well. Good. This seems like it's real good for Elon. And listen, it could be good for America as a whole. You know, two-party system. A lot of people complain about it. Putting out a third party that's actually going to be bankrolled by the richest person in the world. It could have a lot of benefits. It could make it so, you know, the Republicans and the Dems actually have to, the Dems especially have to start focusing on things that actually matter to Americans. They can't just keep on putting out the fluff pieces and the victimhood. Yeah, we'll see. Patrick Bet-David posting about this, showing the same paperwork that I already showed you guys. And let's see what else we have. This is Sean. I want to actually interview this guy. He said, "Good morning, X. Elon Musk has already admitted that his third party idea would benefit Democrats and hand them political power on a silver platter." He's reposting what somebody said here. Roman helmet guy. Elon starts new political party, gets 20% of the vote, mostly from former Democrats. Most from former Republicans. Dems win in a super majority. Dems throw Elon in prison. Oh, man. And then Elon just goes, pretty much. So he's literally just verifying that's what's going to happen. Okay. You know, it's, again, seems really good for him and how he feels towards Trump and the Trump administration. How much he's thinking about the actual American working class citizen, that is to be seen, but it doesn't seem like much at this current point. I found this why I found it very interesting. Now, I know people are going to be trying to smear him quite a bit, and I know that's partially what this is, but I do find these messages, posts from Elon Musk, very interesting. This is Elon saying, by the way, I am actually a socialist. This is about back in 2018. By the way, I'm actually a socialist, just not the kind that shifts resources from most productive to least productive, pretending to do good while actually causing harm. True socialism seeks greatest good for all. Now, I find that, especially in all my research of stuff like this, socialism and whatnot, when someone says true socialism, Jordan Peterson talks about this a lot, where he says there are people for years, for decades, that are so cocky as to say these great political minds who tried this system and failed, well, they got it wrong, but me, I'll get it right. I know what to do. No. That wasn't real communism. I know what to do. I'll get it right. Don't worry. Yeah. It caused some harm to all of the world, but this time with me at the helm, I'll get it right. I won't get consumed by my power. Not like those guys. It's just, so when I hear someone say true social, it's like, you don't really know what you're talking about, man. You know, honestly. But Elon Musk is a very smart person, very capable person, so I could be wrong. As a reminder, I'm in favor of universal basic income. I guess you have to if you're part of an AI company and a robotics company and a company that's making self-driving cars and trucks. You kind of have to be okay with universal basic income because you're actually displacing people's work. Now, again, I do know that people are just trying to find dirt on Elon right now because they're upset. But that is worrying still. Elon Musk says, when and where should we hold the inaugural American Party Congress? This will be super fun. So this is really going down. They don't know where they're going to do it. A lot of people in the comments don't like what's going on. Yeah, they're upset about this. I'm sure there's some people that are actually happy about this. So we'll have to see what happens. I can't wait to hear Joe Rogan's take on it. Again, he does film his episodes like the one that was on most recently, Roman, where they were talking about AI and whatnot, the worst case scenario, they filmed that on June 21st, and it came out July 4th or July 3rd. So he has episodes just stacked up. So you might not hear him talk about this for a little while, but I just wanted to bring that to you guys. I think that he is going to support it. I think he's going to think it's a really good idea. And because Joe isn't really on either side, I think that he's going to see the benefit in regards to the American citizens, and he's not going to think about it in a right or left way. And I think that's where he's going to stand. And I think people are going to be upset about his stance, but the people that know Joe are going to be like, well, he's always been a lefty, so it makes sense. And the people who thought that because he supported Trump, that he is somehow like this right-wing figure, are going to be very disappointed in him. That's my prediction. But come back to the channel and we'll see if I got it right. Okay, now let me know in the comments, are you supporting this party? Is this something that you've wanted for a long time, and now that Elon's doing it, you are going to jump on that bandwagon and see where it takes you? Have you just had enough of this whole right and left situation, and you don't feel like things are getting better for you, so you're just willing to just try something else by someone who's admittedly very, very capable? Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it all. I'm out of here.